everyone, and welcome back to the Izzy and Alex show. It has been a hot minute since we've done an episode, but life just got a bit crazy. We graduated, which was, who would have thought?
Literally, though, who?
Who would have thought the people that were crazy and freshers would then be at graduation a couple years later? We've done
Crazy.
proud. We have done the nation proud. And then another life update. The virus got both of us.
Literally, like I feel like people won't believe that this because obviously we with the last one that you would have seen is the Eurovision one. Which was in May, and that we were like, oh yeah, we're going to come back soon. We literally recorded another one, and then literally so much stuff has happened. Like I don't think you'll actually believe it. So we thought that we had to like before we get into like the game today, we just thought that we had to just like fill you guys in on why we've been away for so long.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
So
Life
yeah,
just got crazy.
literally. So obviously, yeah, we both had the virus, but we both had like such different experiences of it. Like, oh, how was
Yeah.
yours?
So mine was very much like it was unexpected. The only place I'd really been was to this like outside pub and then Sainsbury's, my local supermarket. So I hadn't really been anywhere within that week. So I was surprised. Like
Yeah,
if I'd been on a train, maybe I would have been like, yeah, that's where I got it from. But it was hard to tell. But it was like a mild, for me, it was like a mild cold. I think I got quite lucky. I had the first vaccine, so I think that maybe stopped me from getting it too badly. But I'd only had the vaccine a week before that. So it was very soon after I'd had the vaccine, which is really strange. It's just like when I got the vaccine, I was like, yeah, I'll be a bit protected. And then literally got it like the week after.
it's mad,
Um,
isn't it?
it's a very weird virus. Like, luckily, I think the worst thing, and you'll probably agree with this as well, is when you get COVID, you're like, because obviously it's so easily spread, you're worried about like everyone else around you. So you're worried about your family. I was at home at the time. So, but luckily everyone was fine. Um, but it was, yeah, it was weird. You don't think you're ever gonna, not that you don't think you're ever gonna get it, but like it doesn't really feel real. Well, it didn't feel real, but you know what I mean?
I
Like not
get
getting
you
it, like, oh my God.
exactly. I get you exactly, girl. It was like mental. Like I kind of thought I was immune. Like you don't think it, but you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I would have had it by now. Like obviously, I was the same as you. I only had one
Yeah.
vaccine, but I was due my second, but obviously had to move it back now. Um, but yeah, I had like I feel like the worst bit was like the isolation for sure. Like
Mm.
I don't want to be dramatic, but I do think I've got a bit of PTSD.
It's
Like,
not nice. Like, it's one of those things that you think isn't going to be that bad. You're like, oh, yeah, a few days in bed, just watch some Netflix. But when it gets to like the last couple of days, you feel a bit miserable. You're like, especially when you're at home because you hear people downstairs and you're just like, oh, I just want to go down and like just chat.
yeah. It's very like, well, I guess it is isolating because it's literally isolation, but
Yeah,
it's not a
yeah.
vibe.
I couldn't do Big Brother.
No, but to be fair, they have all the like
Other people.
challenges and like things like
Yeah, they
that.
get to do stuff. What did you do in your isolation?
Literally, all I did was I actually like did some like work. Like I actually was quite productive just because I was
Mm.
like, there's literally nothing else to do. Like, what am I going to do? But to be fair, for the most of it, I was just like I was so annoyed because I had the like tiredness, but then also I had
Mm.
like really achy legs. So I was literally like um couldn't really sleep that much. I was a bit delirious by the end, but I did watch Love Island. Like I got really into it actually, because basically we
Yeah.
went to graduate. I got mine. We'll just say like let's go through the timeline actually. So you got basically the first reason was that there was like exams and stuff because obviously like Izzy's still at uni, I'm at work. So we were just busy for like the first 2 weeks. Then you got COVID. So we didn't do anything, which obviously Izzy talks about. Then it was graduation. So we were like, so we actually got to meet each other in person,
Oh, that was
which was
so
so
nice.
nice.
Graduation was just like the best reunion. In a way, I'm kind of glad it was a year later because it was a bit more of a reunion.
Yeah, and it was like more like a bigger catch up sort of thing rather than like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But then I literally got COVID at graduation, but I didn't know, but I must have done because like, yeah, I must have done.
Yeah.
So then I was like really because I feel like because you didn't your smell was still fine.
Yeah, I didn't actually lose my loss of sense of taste or smell. Like that's one thing I did do. I ate a lot more.
That's crazy. See, I just stopped eating because I couldn't taste, and I think that's why I think skinny people have no taste buds. That's what I thought. Might be
I remember
controversial, but
because I remember you said in the group chat or something, you were like, I'm eating like mint ice cream and I like literally can't taste the
yeah,
mint.
that was the first day that it went like completely went because before then it tasted strange. So like I've literally just got my taste back fully. I'd say like it's pretty much fully back like now, and I caught it on. Well, we're recording this on the 7th of August, and I caught COVID on the 19th, literally on Freedom Day is when I had my first positive test of so the 19th of July, and I've only just got my taste back, I'd say, to normal, but my smell's gone. Like it's not gone, but like my mum was frying like onions and like garlic, and it smelled like petrol. Like it literally, you know, when you go into a garage, like or a petrol station or whatever, it literally smelled, and I was like, what are you cooking? Like I was like, minging, and it was literally like onions, and I love onions normally.
By that.
Sorry, mum.
Imagine just
Can't
going
just go
out
on this
and
podcast.
your cooking smells like petrol.
Literally, I feel like I just go on this podcast and slag her off, but yeah, literally. So that's still like it's still like that, but like so it's just like something smell and coffee smells a bit weird. But my mum
Yeah.
said like that's like a sign of pregnancy, so maybe I'm pregnant, who knows? But
Oh,
but
you
yeah.
might be. But
Am I did you just say I might Izzy, I'm pretty sure I'm not.
could be. I want to be an auntie.
I don't think that's biologically possible, but
Um, so in terms of like when you lost your taste, was it the same with spicy food and things like that? Did you like? Did you experiment a bit? Were you like, oh, I'm going to taste some of this?
I did actually. So spicy food, like you can still have like the tingle in your mouth and your lips,
Yeah.
but like you can't taste it. So like it still
That's so
burns, but you can't like
weird.
taste the spice. It just like tingles your lips.
That's so weird.
Because obviously you can still feel like textures, and like same with like vodka. Because I have like a bottle of vodka in my room, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try, and it just burnt my throat, but I can actually taste the like because it's watermelon flavored as well. I can even like taste the watermelon.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm still very tired actually though. Like I feel like it's still going on a bit, but
That is
um,
one. I'd say that's like one of the biggest symptoms. It makes you so tired. Like I
literally,
slept so much. Like I'd get a full like 10 hours sleep, but then in the day I'd be like, I need a nap.
yeah,
Like I've never slept so much in my life. But I think that is one of the main symptoms because I was googling it and this Delta variant. They said that, and NHS on the phone were like, they asked if I'd like had tiredness. I was like, yeah, that's actually like the
yeah.
main one. Like you just feel so tired.
So obviously, yeah, literally. So obviously, like we're saying this as well to like obviously like you don't have to wear your masks and social distance, but like just to say like the virus is still out there, so you should be
Yeah,
like you should like try and keep as safe as possible. Obviously, like we all want it to get back to normal, but it's definitely still out there.
exactly. It's kind of a case now of learning to kind of live with it, but still be wary of it because it's still here.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not just gone.
Did you feel a bit famous though when you got it?
Because I went to like, it's weird because it's like you come out of isolation. I went to like a big social event, which was
Yeah.
graduation. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, what's it like? How badly did you get it?" So it's a bit of a conversation starter. It's like, what have you been up to? Had COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you feel a bit like that?
I did. I kind of was like, oh my God, I'm famous.
Yeah, it's so
Like,
common now. It's so common now.
It's common now, yeah. I feel like you were the last one where I was like, oh my God, you've got COVID. Whereas like when I got it, I feel like fucking everyone, like it was common. I feel like you were the last one. I was like, oh my God, like people have got COVID. Whereas like I literally said it at work and they're like, yeah, like, great. Do you know what I mean? Like they could not, because obviously not because they're mean, but like because everyone's literally got it. But yeah, I just felt like that bat in China like is inside of me. Do you know what I mean? Allegedly, I don't even know if that's where it comes from, but oh my God, it's like you've got part of something, like it's like the plague. But you know what I thought? Like if the plague was around, we would have died. Like how mad is that? Like, you know, I've always thought like, oh, I'd never get like the plague, but I fucking would have. Go back to like a couple 100 years and I would have got the plague and been dead. And I'm only 22. But yeah, I definitely think the vaccine helps. So get your vaccines, get your jabs, and just try and like obviously have a good time, but just remember it's still out there.
Yeah. Just try and live with it, but still be wary.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Mazza.
But we thought it'd be fun today. Because we this is our first episode in a while, we thought we'll have a little catch up, which we've kind of updated you. But we wanted to play a little game. It's a little game you probably all know very well, probably all played it. It's Never Have I Ever. I think we must have played it at uni probably a few times. It's a juicy one. It's a juicy one. But it's just a bit of fun, and we thought it'd be good to do. As much as we love having guests, we also like doing little chit-chat episodes of just us too.
Definitely. And just to say, we have got some amazing guests. We've just filmed with like a really exciting guest, so that'll come out soon. And we did record one like just before we stopped, so that's going to come out. So we've got some really exciting episodes. But yeah, if you want any suggestions, if you've got any suggestions or anyone that you want us to interview, please email us at the Izzy and Alex Show fm@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at just the Izzy and Alex Show, and we would love to hear your comments. Yeah.
So, shall we get into it? We've got a few questions each. Questions? Yeah. Never have I ever statements.
Yeah.
That we are just going to go through and expose ourselves a little bit, which is what we like to do on this podcast.
Literally.
So who would like to go first? Actually, I do want to say as well, we have got a cheeky drink. I've got vodka and orange juice, but it's vanilla vodka, so it tastes a bit strange with orange juice, but we'll roll with it.
And I have got some vodka as well in my little flask. I promise it is, I just didn't have a cup, so but it smells like vodka. But I have got COVID, so it might be just water, but it smells like vodka. No, it's vodka. But if you want to come for me in the comments, we need the engagement. So just say like, oh, he's not drinking vodka. Like fully engagement, just comment. But it's watermelon flavour, if you must know.
Nice. And you can taste it now.
Yeah, we can taste it. Just smells a bit weird.
So, do you want to go first with your question or statement, as we call it? Never have I ever.
Let's do it. So the first one that I have is, never have I ever been skinny dipping. And I have.
You have. See, I haven't. I just don't think I've ever had the opportunity. I don't know.
The occasion's never arisen.
Yeah, except the bath. Does that count?
Of course not.
Because you're naked in water.
You know, it would only count, say, if you were like in a swimming pool.
No, that's quite brave.
Or like if there was people around you in the bath, like I would be like, oh, hot tub.
Yeah, maybe in a lake.
Yeah, a lake would count.
But then, would it cause some like infections down there, like swimming in like lake water, or
maybe a UTI?
So you have.
I have.
Tell me how that came about.
Well, it was. I'm not going to expose myself. You know, I don't want any. It was like in a like little lake thing near me. But this is like where it gets a bit dodgy. But I promise, like, it's not. So there was like a kids' lake and an adults' lake. and we were like in the adults lake. And we went like really far back. Like so, like they could see us because it's still a lake. Like it's not like a fucking, it's not like a massive like lake. It's like quite small. It's like a like
Yeah.
Salem one, like one for Salem. And we went
Yeah.
as far back as possible, like we possibly could. And we all like just, it was like midday, but we were quite young. We were like, I think it was like 15 or 6 or maybe even younger actually. Um, and then like this kid's head just popped up, and I was like, oh my, like he was underwater. So that's
Oh
yeah.
my god,
It's Phil.
that's so awkward. Oh dear.
And then,
Those
but
times.
I don't know if he saw anything. I don't think he did, but sorry
I
if
hope.
sorry if you're traumatized.
Yeah, I hope he might have been. He might have screamed or something, or been quite shocked
Yeah,
if he
he didn't
did.
do. He didn't like react. He just went. He went down and he was like, and then went back under. We're like, fuck.
And you were just like, "Did you get out?" You were like, "Right, we need to."
No,
Get
we couldn't. We
out.
were fucking in the lake. We just stopped it after that. No, that's too much.
Was it with like friends?
Yeah. You know, it's with my mum and dad. Yeah, it's with friends.
You went skinny dipping with your mum and dad?
No.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
Yeah,
I was like, was it with friends? Was it like for a first date?
it's with my grandma.
It was with my boss.
Oh
Oh my god.
yeah, no.
It was on a school trip.
My teacher was there.
He told us to do it.
I was
Prison
yeah,
now.
no. So
So
what's your one?
never have I ever sent like a picture,
Like
a,
like a naked one?
a rude picture.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
I
a bit
feel like,
boring.
did you know what?
No, I've been asked for a video, but that was a big fat no.
I feel like video, that's so different because
That's so like raw, isn't it? That's so like full on.
that's like a violation. No, that's like
That's very muggy. That's like a statement saying
no
you're a
way.
prick. No way. If you know, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because that can end up anywhere. Like that can end up on OnlyFans or
But
well,
then I could have made some money out of
yeah.
it. So I don't know if
Would you ever get a sugar daddy?
uh
No.
depends what what they would be like. Don't know.
What?
Would
Because there's
you?
people that literally just like get like go on dates. Like there's not even anything sexual. Like that always baffles me. Like if you have a sugar daddy,
Yeah.
text us because I want to know more. You know, when it's just like the date and it's nothing sexual, they just like pay you for
Yeah.
meals and stuff. Like I'm so like please like
Yeah. It
contact
would
us.
I would just feel weird like meeting up with like a strange older man.
Yeah, I get you.
Because you get them off the internet, really, don't you? That's
Yeah,
how they. That's how people do it. They go on site, so it's
yeah,
just like it
like
seems a bit. You'd have to be careful about it. It seems a bit dangerous, and
definitely.
it's like you don't know them. Um, but there's a stigma around OnlyFans, but people do that now.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's so I think OnlyFans is so empowering for women because like they can set their own like I
mm,
think I mean I've never been on OnlyFans. I think they can like set their own rate and stuff. So like I'm like all the power's like gone back into the women. So I think it's like great.
yeah, strange one, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And I just feel like we're like I obviously have, but mine was when I was a bit younger. And you know when Snapchat was like a massive thing. Uh,
oh yeah. People would do it on Snapchat most of the time.
but now I would feel
Yeah,
weird doing it. So
it
yeah.
was a massive thing in school. I remember we had like
Yeah.
an assembly, and we were told to like all be careful because people were doing it left, right, and center. Really, um,
Yeah.
they were sending all sorts. So I think it probably happens at every school, though. You know, like teenagers,
It happens.
you're curious.
It happens.
Yeah, yeah. But then it's just like the dangerous thing of revenge porn, isn't it? You just don't want that to
Yeah,
happen.
that's awful. And if you do that, you're a skank.
Cancelled, yeah.
You're cancelled.
Cancelled.
So my next one is, never have I ever pissed in the shower.
Oh,
Surely everyone has. If you have it, then you're a
it
big fan.
has.
To be fair, I just wanted Izzy to drink.
It has been scientifically proven, I think, that when you feel like warm water hit you,
Yeah.
you need a wee. It makes you need a wee. So like when you get in the shower, I always need a wee.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like I feel like just warm water, like you need a pee.
Yeah.
And it's
But obviously
like,
you don't shit in the shower, but away.
I'd be a bit concerned if people did that.
I don't
But like with
shit in
it,
the shower.
it's just easy, isn't it? Like it just washes off.
Yeah.
Like obviously not in the bath, but in the shower.
In the bath, then you're fucking binging, but that's why I don't like the bath, because I'm just like, you're literally lying in your own filth.
I love a bath, me.
Never have a bath. I can't remember the last time I've had a bath.
Really? I like showers if I've been somewhere and I'm like super, when you go to the beach and
Yeah.
you're sandy,
Yeah.
that's hard to like wash off in the bath because then you're bathing in it. So like showers are really good for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or
I'd have to have like a bath after a shower, or like shower,
Would
have a
you?
bath and then shower.
Is it the thought that other people have like been in the bath?
It's the thought that I know I'm so mucky. Like I know like if I've been sweating all day, I don't want to lie in my sweat.
I wonder scientifically what cleans you the most.
Definitely shower.
Like I wonder what a scientist would say. Like what clean.
But you know what's so mad?
Yeah.
Like, say if someone shat on you, you wouldn't just like wipe it off with a bit of tissue.
No, you'd wash it off.
Exactly, but you don't wash your bum after a shit. You just use a bit of like, imagine, do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
If someone shat on your leg, you wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, just wash it off with toilet paper. Or even if you like accidentally got some poo on your leg, would you just wipe it off? I'd have a shower.
Yeah. Especially if it's someone else's.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's the point. But like, so maybe after you have a poo, you should always have a shower.
But when you have a dog, you have to clean up poo. But you don't have a shower every time you clean up poo.
But you're not touching the poo. The poo's not going on your skin.
True, it's not like touching you. So like, would you need a shower after cleaning up dog poo?
If you got it on you, if you got a bit on your leg, you would have a shower, surely.
Yeah. That's never happened. But
no.
Yeah. This is a great conversation. I'm sorry to anyone that's like eating.
Yeah. We should have done like trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Lots of shite.
It always like we were in graduation, and literally all our conversations were like sex, poo.
We're just
so bad. That was legit. Sex and shit.
Got to be open though. Friendships. So, never have ever lied to my parents.
Oh yeah, I feel like everyone does.
Nothing big. But it will only be little things like, yes, I have done this when I haven't done it yet, but then I'll do it the same day because then they'll keep asking.
Yeah, like little things like, I've done heroin. No, I'm joking. Like, I mean, I've not done heroin. No, I'm joking. I've never done heroin. Don't do drugs. But yeah, I'm the exact same. Just like really little things like, oh, I've not tidied this up, or the standard.
But they probably did the same, and they've probably lied to us. There's probably, like when you're a kid, there's probably a lot of things that they probably didn't share.
Absolutely.
Because it's like not appropriate. So it's kind of, there's just some things that you wouldn't want your parents to know because they're your parents. Not because you don't love them, just because it's just they're your parents.
Imagine if you said everything like that. I would find that so weird. Like, but I do have like some. Well, like when I was like younger, I do remember like, you know, if like something happened at school, you like I would not tell them like, nothing bad, but say if there was something like embarrassing happened to someone or like
Yeah.
they've got into some trouble or whatever, nothing major.
Yeah.
And then like that other parent would be like, "Oh my god, I heard about that," and you'd be like, "What?" Like,
Mad.
I'd be like, "Oh my god."
So, did you ever lie about like when you were younger, sneaking out, or like
Yeah, I said I was
yeah,
going to a friend's house when it wasn't that for
they
sure.
more
Like
than a
quite
friend?
quite a few times.
Were they more than a friend?
Yeah, let's just say that. Like that's probably the biggest like lies I've told. Have
Oh,
you? No.
lied about where I'm going.
Yeah.
There has been um yeah, if I've been on like I went on a date and I said I was like meeting like college friends.
Yeah. I feel like that's
Just
just like
because
literally the same thing.
you know when you like start like when you go on a date, you don't really tell your parents about who you're dating until it's a bit serious, until it's like official. So if it's
Exactly.
just one date, you don't really bother unless they're really want to know. But like I wouldn't tell my family until it's like a thing.
Yeah, I agree. 1,000% agree.
Yeah.
So the next one that I have is never have I ever not brushed my teeth for 2 days.
Wait, 2 days. When you say 2 days, is it like so today is Saturday. Say if I brushed them this morning, obviously, but say if I didn't brush them this morning and then later tonight and then all day tomorrow as well, would that be 2 days?
Yeah, so by 2 days I mean like you would have last brushed them on like Thursday evening.
I don't know if I've gone that long. I've
Really?
definitely I've definitely like skipped it, especially in the evening if I'm like really tired. I'll drink for that.
Mm.
But whether I've gone a full 2 days without brushing them at all, I don't think I have. But I think people who say they've like never skipped it are lying.
100%. Apart from because the reason why I bring it up is because I don't think that many people brush their teeth every like twice a day. But I'm gonna name and shame now. No, not name and shame, name and praise, if anything. Amy and Maddie at work and Kez, I feel like they're the main three. They are always like, oh, I always brush my teeth. And I think I genuinely believe that they do.
Mm,
So
maybe.
I'm like, am I skanky or are they? I don't know what the word is, but OTT
I
about,
guess some people are more bothered about it than others.
yeah.
Like people who are dentists probably do.
But then all you hear about is teeth. Like if I was a dentist, I'd be like, oh, bore, Ralph, I'm not doing that's like homework. Brushing your teeth, if you're a dentist,
It
is
is
like doing homework.
boring. It is boring, isn't it? I know it's only 2 minutes each time,
Why
and
well, you
it's
do it a
boring.
minute? I didn't know it was 2 minutes.
You don't do 2 minutes.
They are doing 1 minute.
One
Is
minute.
it two?
Is it? I think it's 1 to 2.
Okay.
Um, it's 1 to 2 each time, and it's just a bit boring. It's like one of those
It
things
is.
that like you kind of have to do, but like making your bed
Yeah.
or um buying shampoo. So one of those boring things in life that you just have to do.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So as for 2 days, I don't think so, but definitely skipped it. Definitely one whole day.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe just under 2 days. Because I have really sensitive gums, so like if I don't like, sometimes if I like skip to brush, they like bleed. which is really bad. They're like really sensitive.
Yeah.
Or if I like scrub too hard.
R.I.P. Izzy's sensitive gums.
I don't know. So, is it my one next?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Never have I ever sent a text to the wrong person.
I think I have, but I can't remember. Have I done it with you? No. Oh,
Maybe. Might have done.
I have.
Have you? So
It's not that bad. Mine's like quite more. Mine's like so stupid. So like I'm on an apprenticeship, and I have like a like tutor for that, and she only like communicates like by text, which is weird. I don't know, but she does.
yeah.
So she was just like, "Oh, are you coming on like land later?" So I was like, "Yeah." And then my dad was also going to Sainsbury's, so I was like, "Can you get ice cream and some like apples from Sainsbury's?" But it was like sent to the tutor by mistake, and she was like,
That's quite funny. Did she laugh?
"Yeah." She was like, "I don't think this is to the right person."
I've done it a few times. The most recent one was we were watching Strictly, and when we watched Strictly, we always used to like message while watching it.
Yeah.
And I remember on WhatsApp I messaged you. I was meant to message you saying, I think Jamie's going.
Yeah.
Like Jamie was going that week, and I accidentally sent it to my boss in my old job.
Oh my god.
But she found it funny. And I think she watches it too. So
First.
but that was like a funny one. But another one, this is like you'd want the ground to swallow you up type of one.
Yeah.
So I was talking to this person in college. I won't name, but you probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was talking to this person, and I remember there was one night where we had a very weird conversation. And the next day, I was telling my other friend at college, but we were talking about it over message. And I was telling him about we had this weird conversation. And then,
no.
you know, when you send screenshots?
Yeah.
So I thought, it's basically easier just to send a screenshot most of the time. If it's not Snapchat, you can do that. It was Facebook.
Yeah.
Not to sound old, but I don't know how popular Snapchat was then.
Yeah.
A long time ago now. I feel really old. So I screenshotted the weird conversation. Was meant to send it to the friend, but I accidentally sent it to the person I was talking to.
Oh my god.
That is literally like, how do you get out of that one?
Literally. Wait, so
I was just like,
so you had the conversation with the person, you sent it back to them?
Yeah, like sent screenshots. So he was probably like, why are you sending screenshots of like our conversation?
Oh my god, what did you say?
I was just like, he didn't really ask, but then I think I noticed straight after. So I just said, like, ignore them screenshots. My like phone froze and like accidentally sent it. Like, I was like, he's never going to believe this, but he didn't really question it.
Oh my god.
But then there were so many times where we'd be talking on Snapchat and it would say he'd screenshotted it. So he probably did the same.
Yeah.
We all do it.
Yeah.
It's just easier, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
You all send the screenshots. But yeah, that's like the worst one. And then other times it's just been like the wrong group chat or something small like that, where it's like not. But yeah, sometimes it can be a bad one.
Bad. My last one is never have I ever gotten a detention. And I don't mean like a class detention. I mean like you personally did something and had to stay behind.
So do you mean I've only had like a break time one? I don't think I've had an after school one. What have
No,
you
not
had?
after school. Yeah, I've only had like a break time one, but it was like for I think I've said it before on like the school one that we did, like in series one. But it was like my group in the class was like behaving bad, so we all got a detention.
Really?
Just like a
Oh,
lunchtime.
see. Oh, that always happens, doesn't it? The whole class detention.
Yeah,
Because there's
but not
always.
like the whole. It wasn't like a whole class one. It was just like my little,
Mm.
you know.
I've only had a break time one because I think from memory, I think I'd like forgot to bring my tie in or something because they were quite strict on uniform.
That's so dumb. See, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, what is school? Like, what actually is it? Like,
It's like a
kids get
tie.
bullied all the time, but then if you don't bring in a tie, like,
Literally, like I was like the least problematic student in the school. I forget a tie and get a detention.
it's
And
ridiculous.
I don't even know if I forgot it. I think maybe I'd like, because I was going back and forth between my mum's and my dad's, like maybe I left it at one
Yeah,
or the other. It was something along those lines. But I was just remember thinking like it's literally a tie. Like
that's
it's
so
not going to
dumb.
affect like the work I do in class, or like there's probably like way more like problematic kids that are like disrupting. Whereas I literally forget a tie. Like it's a bit pathetic, really, isn't it? Like school is
Literally.
stupid sometimes. I know what you
That
mean. Like
makes me
kids get
mad. That makes me
bullied.
so mad.
Yeah, it might have been my. I can't remember if my tie or my planner. I just remember it was one of those things. I think it was
Yeah.
tie because they were just funny because it was the type of school we had to wear like a tie and
Oh yeah.
a blazer. If you were like, they were less strict with you if you were like year 10, 11, but when you were like in year 7, 8, or 9, they were a bit more strict.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like that is dumb.
That's so dumb.
Like,
Right. Let's hear your last. Never have I ever.
never ever weed in public.
I feel like everyone has.
When did you? Well, actually, I don't even. I think you might have. When did you wee in public?
Like pretty much any time I'm drinking.
To be fair, yeah. To be fair, this one is when he drinks. It's like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it actually is.
Not a graduation though.
Graduation, that was so good.
So good.
Although I did wee in public, but were you? I think you were there. Yeah. When we went to Gida's. Shout out to Gida's, Portsmouth.
Oh, did you wee? Did you wee then? Was it on the way to Gida's?
Yeah, but it wasn't like.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. It's not great, is it? Mine was. I was. You know this one. I think you were there. I was throwing up in the club toilet, and I weed at the same time. Never be sick if you need a wee.
Yeah.
Because it
we
will
first
just
then
come
to be
out.
sick.
Yeah. And then that was that. Very disgusting. Especially like in a public toilet on the floor. I feel sorry for whoever like went next, like was in there next. But uni was a fun time.
Yeah, you only live once. So why not piss and puke at the same time?
Exactly.
That's my life motto.
Exactly. That's our podcast slogan.
Piss and puke, shits and giggles.
When in doubt, piss and puke.
Yeah. We should get that on a t-shirt.
Literally, Primark.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
If you want a collaboration.
Merch.
I'd love a Primark collab. That'd be a full circle moment.
We used to work for there.
So you want your own perfume? Because then like that'd be your full circle moment.
What perfume?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfume. But that is all the questions or statements. But that was fun. I like doing stuff like that. It's just a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
And if you want us to do anything like that again, just like DM us your questions or like issue whatever, and we'll be more than happy to.
Cute. Well, we shall see you next week for a brand new exciting episode.
Yes. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.